Hello, sunshine. This is Joy from Michigan in the United States, and I am going to do, well, I'm debating either a flip cup or a flip cup and swipe. So this is my, it's a gallery wrap canvas. I'm doing this one with the intention of putting it in my living room. We'll see if that, if I stick to that or not. And I was going to tell you what size it was, thinking it was on this little tag, and it doesn't say. I must have gotten rid of the part that said what size it is. I'm gonna guess 12 by 24, 10 by 20, somewhere there. I don't have a tape measure handy, so I'll put it in the description. So if you're curious about the size, I'll put it in the description. All right, so I have mixed up all my colors, and I will tell you what they are as I put them in. I think I'm gonna do 2 flip cups, one this way, one this way. One this way, one this way. Okay. That's the plan. We'll see if it works. So, reminding myself now, the color on the bottom will be the color on the top. Oh, and I just love this turquoise blue. So I'm going to start with turquoise blue. I'm not going to do both cups the same, so I think I'll stick to 1 cup at a time, just because that's a little easier on me. My pouring medium is Floetrol and water mixed at a ratio of 1 to 1.5. I'm not real careful about measuring anything. I just like to kind of do it till it feels right. So this is my Floetrol container. I just marked that's where I fill the Floetrol to, that's where I fill the water to. Roughly 1 to 1.5. It seems to work for me, so I'm gonna stick with that. So I also have titanium white with a little bit of silicone in it. This was left over from a previous pour, as was my silver. So those two have a little bit of silicone, but I didn't really want a whole bunch. So we'll see how this goes. This is bright Aqua Green, and I've added that iridescent medium to it, quite a bit of it. So hopefully this will be really pretty. Oh, I'm pouring from such a height. Let's do down the side. And I am going to do 2 cups at once, even though I said I was going to do 1 at a time. But I want this color on the bottom, so and then I thought I had all my bottles open, guys, and I missed one. And lately when I open them, they must have a little bit of pressure from the temperature change out here. They go squirting, so. All right, we're gonna do some phthalo blue here. And then I'm gonna add some silver over here. Oh, I don't feel like I have very much silver. That's okay. It'll work, I'm sure. I didn't open any of my bottles, guys. How did that happen? This is Primary Blue by Liquitex. It really is a pretty, pretty blue. So I might just put this in both. If you've watched my other videos, this was a different color last time. So if you're thinking, wait, that's not what she said it was, I switched the color out. All right, this one needs some phthalo. Oh, see what I did there? It's okay, no stress. And obviously I don't mind a little paint on my fingers, so I did not put paint clothes on today. I'm not sure what I was thinking there. So this is living life on the edge here. All right, my titanium white with silicone. These are my favorite colors, blues. I wanted a beachy feel, so that is what I'm going for. Reminding me of being at the beach. We have some beautiful beaches here in Michigan. I especially love being on the Great Lakes. Lake Huron is one of my favorites. You know, I thought I wanted to use up all this green, but I really don't want it to take over, so I may just have to box up the leftovers, box up. A bottle up would be better. And some of these paints I can tell are a different consistency because they're sinking more than the others. Let me see. I really love this silver. I hope that shows up. I think I'm going to save a little to drizzle. Well, I guess I should have done that on the bottom. There I go again, guys. Man, I'm drippy today. Okay, you know what? I haven't used enough of this, so let's add this. It's that trying to stay on the edge that's getting me in trouble. I just don't know what color to do next. Let's add a little more white over here. And then we'll go to that deep phthalo blue. This is the phthalocyanine. I think that's how it's pronounced. Blue. This is by Master's Touch. Add a bit more of this. So if the flip cups don't turn out the way that I'm hoping they do, my plan is I will swipe. How do you like that? I'm planning for this not to work. Oh, that's terrible. I don't mean to, but I guess that's what I'm doing. Just a little bit of white over here. I really don't want any white left, but I can always, you know what, maybe I'll pour that one around one of the cups. Let's do a little more primary blue. Blues and teals and watercolors. Nice and relaxing. And there I went over the edge of that again. And this is one thing that I do think I need to get better at. I don't know how much paint I need. I probably should have measured. There are formulas out there that make it really easy. So I really should have just pulled those up. Of course, I would have to know my canvas size. So I also would have had to find a tape measure that way, and then I could have told you guys the size of my canvas, but oh well. All right, I did end up using that. I'm afraid that iridescent green is just going to take over, but we shall see. You know what? I'm going to put a little bit more of the phthalo blue, just a little, and then I'm going to drizzle the silver over the both of each cup, or the top of each cup, and hope that that silver will pop through when I torch it. We shall see. So today is another beautiful day in Michigan. It's going to be much cooler the rest of the week, but it is beautifully sunny. Hopefully you can't hear my neighbors out mowing. Hopefully that's not carrying over onto this video, but if it is, that's what that noise is. I got out and mowed the lawn a little while ago, and now I have time for my art room, so that makes me happy. All right, this is the dangerous part where I probably am going to regret not putting painting clothes on, but here we go. Bum, ba-da-bum. Oh, that's already pretty. So this one will go this way, so this one I want to do here. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that one really splattered. Okay, and then I was gonna just pour, you know what, maybe I'll just do the corners with this leftover white. Oh, it's so pretty already. I don't know if you guys can see that, but my goodness, it's so pretty. Hopefully it stays like that once I get the rest of it out and spread around. I really just want to make sure that the paint doesn't have to work too hard to spread itself. So that is why I'm adding, you know, I don't worry too much about my corners, but when I'm doing a flip cup, sometimes I feel like there's just not enough on the surface for it to move easily. And I may even add a little more from one of my bottles to this, so we'll see. I used up, I was just thinking, oh, the iridescent green would be pretty on the corners. No, that's not gonna work because I used that all up. All right. Oh, I'm so excited, but I don't want to go too fast. All right, I think I'm gonna do this one first. I'm gonna try to go this way. And then we'll just move this out to the corners. Just try to get the last little bit of that paint. Green blob there, hopefully we get some cells in that. All right. I always look at my cups because sometimes they're just as pretty as everything else. All right. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. Oh, that makes me happy. I'm already losing some though, so I'm just gonna tip it a little bit so I don't lose too much paint. Look how different. I kind of love that, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm just spreading all these drips on the edge. I'm just gonna cover my edge here. It'll help that paint move. I don't wanna waste any color here, so that's as far as I think I can take that. All right, guys. Okay, here we go. Gentle tilting. This is the part that requires a lot of patience. Although I'm not too worried about losing my design here, because I don't feel like I have anything that's super critical in my mind for me to keep. So that's kind of nice. I still don't like all that green, so I may end up stretching that out a bit. Ooh, that's, yes, 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 I'm liking this. I was holding my breath. That's like one of the tips I had to get myself to understand was, oh, I would just tense up. I still am sometimes. You know, you just start to tense up, worried about what's it gonna look like? Is it gonna be what I want? Okay. I was really trying to save my red drips over here, but that didn't work out so well, but that's okay. I'm just checking my corners. Corners are notoriously hard to cover, and I want to make sure that I get them, because I definitely want, for this canvas, I definitely want it over the edges like it is. So one of the other things I didn't show you guys at the beginning, I forgot, I meant to, I did tape the back of this canvas. I feel like I'm making a bigger mess here. I kind of don't like this. I may try just a little more. I don't know, we've got some. All right, before I do anything else, I don't like that green right there, and I just dripped on my canvas, but that's okay. Not gonna worry about it, no stress, it's just paint. So we will just relax about it. If I don't like it, I can scrape it. But hopefully I can get some cells to come up here. I think that iridescent is bringing in this like shadowy, I don't know how to describe it. But I think that's from the iridescent paint that I used. It's really pretty. Now these paints, the ones with silicone, have been mixed for a very long time. Maybe a week, which is longer than what I would usually allow it to go, but just trying to pull off a little bit of that green because I feel like it's too much, but now I'm losing my shape. I'm getting very squiggly lines and I don't know if I can fix that. Do I swipe or don't I? I have to stop and really think. I have a lovely iridescent white that I could do a swipe with. But I'm almost thinking like a swipe here, just to kind of create the line I want around this green pool. I'm gonna try it, guys. I'm gonna try it. Let's see. I feel like my swipey tool has... All right, I need something about half the size. So give me just a second. I'm gonna cut this into the size that I want. All right. I don't really want to hit that blue line, but you know, this might still be a little wide. I'm going to cut it a little narrower. Okay, here goes nothing, guys. So this is a flip cup and a swipe. Nope, nope, nope. There's not enough paint. So, do I leave it or let's see how much paint's here in the middle. There's my little itty bitty one, the itty bitty swiper. Okay, getting real brave. All right, I'm gonna flip this. Guys, I might just swipe this whole thing. Because the cells are popping up so nice under that. I think I'm gonna swipe. Let me get my hands cleaned off. Now this is a really good reason to wear gloves because I could just go wash my hands under the sink. I guess I could do that with my hands too, but I feel like it's quicker when you have gloves on. Okay, so I have an iridescent white with silicone. Do I really need more silicone? I really like some of the effects in this. I'm just not loving it. So I'm gonna swipe with the silver with no silicone. And I think I'm gonna go diagonal, 2 directions. I'm putting down a fair amount here. Oh, there was a goober. Because I want to be able to go both directions without having to add more swipe color. So that's a pretty thick line, but that's why. All right. Thought I saw another one. Oh, I did right there. Oh. All right. Goober gone. If we find more, we will just remove them. Oh, the positioning on this one is going to be a little bit tricky, but we will do our best. That's all we can do, right? So Jilly Cube, who I watch quite a bit of, always says 1 centimeter into the paint. But I'm not really good with knowing what a centimeter is. So I'm just going to do a super light touch and try not to go too deep into the paint. Again, it just goes back to my I don't measure. I don't measure my paint. I don't measure my Floetrol. I don't know how much 1 centimeter is. All goes together. I wasn't gonna swipe. Did you see that? I should say I wasn't gonna clean my swipe tool, but I know better. You need to clean it every time. I guess there would be one exception, and that's if you have a blank spot that you're just wanting to fill with the paint that's still on your swiper, like this one. I went down too far. See that? That's bare canvas, so I'm just gonna come back up. This corner might be a little bit muddy, but that's okay. Better muddy than no paint. All right. Move some stuff out of the way. I'm also terrible about not cleaning up after myself. Okay, we'll see if I can do this or not. This way I may have to flip my canvas. Lost my paper towel. I need to get some out here. I have some puppy pee pads, and that's what Jilly uses quite a bit, and it does make things easier, I think. Okay. As I mentioned in my, I think it was yesterday's video, took the puppy for a walk. We have a 5-month-old golden retriever. She is a beautiful, wonderful addition to our family. So blessed by her. She's just the sweetest thing. She loves her food. Can't imagine anyone like that. Might be awful similar to her mom. But she loves her food. She'll do just about anything for cheese. That's her favorite. And she's very eager to please. Wants everybody to be happy with her. All right, this I don't know. I don't know what I just did, but I need to finish this corner off. So let's try that. And I do have a little bit of bare canvas here, but like I always say, no stress. We have all sorts of paint all over me for sure, paint all over my swiper. We have all sorts of drips from this one. So I'll just go through those drips, and I probably won't do it on camera just because it can be kind of boring. But I'll go through and I'll show you just one small section. I'll just go through and finger pop color in, and it may not, you know, I may look at it later and go, oh, I can tell that's what I did there. Well, you know what, my best is good enough. My best is good enough. So here I said I wasn't going to make you watch this boring part. Skip past this if it bores you. I just want to make sure my edges have blue instead of, there's some white chunky cells that I don't necessarily love. So, and I need to check and see if I'm still in frame. Can you guys even tell what I'm doing? Who knows? Oh my goodness, that's some really blue hands. All right, let me check. Yes, you can still see, I think. So I am going to go ahead, first of all, I'm gonna hit that because oof, I don't know what that was, but let's get rid of it. I'm gonna go ahead and use my torch on this. The silver here is a lot, but hopefully that'll break up, and then I will maybe add some balloon kisses. I just don't know. I'm gonna get into the finger painting realm now, maybe. Oh, here we go. Let's just do this. I wanted to get rid of that white. It's just not grooving on it. Okay. So let me know what you guys think. Should I have swiped? Should I have, oh, burning the paint. Should I have left it just the way it was originally? I feel like I'm not seeing my cells that I want. Over here we've got some that are pretty. Let's see if we can get a few more over here. It's so funny because I really like what's happening over here. I just feel like there's not a lot of it on the other side. All right, let's just leave that a minute and see how we go. Is that a hair? I can't tell if there's a hair in this or if there's just a line of paint. Do you see that right there? Oh, it's just a line of paint. No, there's no hair there. Okay. I can deal with a line of paint. I don't want to have a hair in my painting though. So I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Should I have kept what I had? Was the swipe a better idea or a worse idea? All right, I'm gonna let this dry for a bit, and then I may come back and do some balloon kisses, especially here in the silver area, and I will show you guys what that ends up looking like. Thanks. All right, guys, this is the end result. If you wanna see how I went from the end of this video to this, watch part 2. I didn't wanna try to put them both together because this was already a 30-minute video. So here's your hint. This is the end result. If you want to see how I got there, check out part 2.